Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for January the 25th through to the 31st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the week, let me take a moment to thank you, truly thank you, for all the support you give me each and every day through subscribing, through liking the videos, through your beautiful comments, to just showing up. Thank you so much. Now let's just get to the energy of the reading, because we have some fabulous cards here and some, I would think, new perceptions coming in. Now we have the Two of Pentacles as our starting card, and I'm kind of surprised that you are the first ones to get this, because we have just come through the Mercury retrograde and now Mercury is going direct. And so plans that you have been trying to push forward, plans that you have been trying to make for yourself, probably have not been going as smoothly as you had hoped. Mercury retrograde has a way of throwing a wrench in our plans and postponing things and putting up roadblocks and getting no's where we assumed a yes was the only answer. And so if you're feeling an imbalance going into this week, know that as the week progresses, it's going to get more beautiful. Things are going to start to come in line. So I'm not too worried that this card is really here, only because Mercury retrograde. So especially over the last 3 weeks, if things have not been going your way, if it looks like you are taking more steps backwards and forwards, it looks as if by the rest of the cards that you are going to start going forward now. Okay, now we have the Two of Cups, which is new relationships coming in. This could be business partners. This could be new roommates. You could be moving, right? This could be new people within the workplace. So you might be getting a job. You might be moving forward within your place of employment. You might be starting a business. You might be moving areas where you would be meeting a lot of new people in your life. This is also a beautiful sign that if you are looking for a relationship, that there is somebody out there that you perchance may meet this week. Now we do have the Page of Swords here, so I'm going to warn you about her energy, and she's shown up a lot this week, I tell you. The knee-jerk energy. Okay, the Page of Swords is very young, very naive. We are not the Queen or the King of Swords yet. We are not the Emperor or the Empress. But we have the heart of somebody who is going to go forward, somebody that is going to be successful. And what happens with the Page of Swords energy is that we don't think things through. We don't think through the conversations we are going to have. We don't think through the situations we are putting ourselves into. And so we do a knee jerk. We say something or do something just to get things moving forward, or just to get the reaction. And what usually happens with the Page of Swords is she lands on her face because she hasn't thought it through. So we do have the Queen of Pentacles as the overriding energy, which means that you really need to be the diplomat. You really need to think, is this good for me long term? If what I'm about to say, is this going to burn a bridge, or is it going to create new opportunity for me? How will it play out? And do I like how it may play out? And over top of all these cards is the Eight of Swords, so it's your perception. So think long and hard before you put yourself out there in any way, because your perception will change. And we don't want your perception to change after the fact. I wish I would have thought of that. I wish I would have thought through it a little bit more. I wish I would have looked at it from that point of view. Now, your perceptions may change too in what you truly wanted, where you have been being held back or feeling that imbalance. It could have been for a reason that it wasn't the right move, or the right time for the move, or moving with the right people. So you may gain a new perception to how you are going forward, who you want to be going forward, what you want to create going forward. So expect shifts, expect changes this week in your thoughts, in your plans, in where you thought you were going and where you are going. The underlying energy, the energy that we need to tap into, that we probably won't without somebody telling us so. So here I am to tell you, okay? You were given a gift. You were given a talent, unlike anything that anybody else possesses in this world. And when you take ownership of it and you embrace it, you are moving towards the path of success. This card also says that we need to let go of something in our life, something that we are hanging on to. It could be a relationship, and it could be a very close relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a business partner. It could be a job scenario. It could be a person in your neighborhood or your community. It could be a situation. And that situation or person may have been an absolute wonder for you and given you the support and the security that you needed at that point in time. But it's time to move past it now. It's time to branch out into new beginnings. So this is definitely one that says you need to embrace who you are, your gifts, your talents, and what you have to offer to the world. And then I spoke briefly about the Queen of Pentacles being the overriding energy. And you know what? This energy is beautiful because this is a self-confidence. This is an energy of moving forward. This is knowing where you want to go. So you will feel charged this week. You will feel a vitality about you. You know, we look at this queen sitting in her chair, so confident. The sun is carved into the back of her chair. The angel sits next to her. And the sky is full of electric current. The sky is full of energy. So your thoughts about your well-being, about what you want going forward, are strong right now. Pay attention to your intuition. Be honest with yourself. We have the Ten of Wands that kind of says the same thing as the Four of Pentacles. There's things that you need to let go of in your life in order to move forward with a bounce in your step, with a strength, with an empowerment. All these wands that are on your back, some of them have beautiful new growth and others are deadwood. And you need to get rid of the deadwood because it is weighing you down. And chances are it's still a situation in your life that you need to walk away from. Or a person. Or a belief in yourself. Or a lack of a belief in yourself. It could be obligations and responsibilities that don't do any value for your life. That they were kind of given to you. And so through meditation, through prayer, through backing up and looking at it through perhaps a new perception, you can understand what needs to be let go. You can understand where you need to move forward in your life. We have the Fool. Brand new adventures. And I think other people around you are going to sense that about you. That you are moving forward. That you are starting new beginnings in your life. Now, this can also be a little bit of risk-taking, so remember what I said about the Page of Swords, okay? We want to think things through. Even though the Fool is one that just steps off the cliff and just believes that everything is going to come together, it doesn't always work that way, right? So we do need to plan, we do need to strategize, we do need to use the Queen of Pentacles' confidence, but also her perception to things, her understanding, her thought, her planning. Four of Wands. Now this is going towards the end of the week where you feel a security, a structure, a foundation under your feet. This is also the marriage and proposal card. So this could be if you are in a relationship, taking it to the next level. making more of a commitment, enhancing the commitment. And then as we go into February, we have the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. So your thoughts are becoming clearer on where you want to go. Your focus is becoming very direct. Your priority list has shifted. You want to bring in balance. You want to bring in a balance in your life. And you are thinking of your plan forward and how to master the balance. And you also will have a great focus to go forward. So any plans that you have been trying to get moving forward, I think maybe this week not so much, but as you go into next week, you are moving forward with a focus, with a determination, with a sense of accomplishment. And the card in the middle of it all is the Star. Now the Star sits in between the Page of Swords and the Fool. So those are both risk-taking, okay? And I think that you will be able to see an opportunity that presents itself, but it's going to assume a little bit of risk in order to see those dreams, those possibilities become tangible. So I'm not one to tell you to ever just step off that cliff and hope. I want you to lean on the Queen of Pentacles energy, and I want you to really think about how it will affect your life going forward. But I do think that there may be an opportunity that just comes up out of the blue that entices you. So just make sure before you give a final yes to it, that it is truly what you want, that you are agreeing to what you think you are agreeing to. Because there could be a lot of beauty in your path going forward based on an opportunity that presents itself this week to you. Think it through though. And you will know if you tap into your own wisdom, tap into your intuition, if it is the right move going forward to your tomorrow. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.